Well, hello, Gumwings. Glad to have you here today. Um, Honestly, I don't really see much need for pleasantries, so let's just kind of jump into it already. Why don't you tell us about yourself? How would you introduce yourself?
So I guess to introduce my channel. Hi, I'm Gumwings. I'm a Canadian YouTuber who does a lot of gaming videos. Like I do Fortnite videos, Overwatch, Marvel Rivals, and Dead by Daylight content on the channel, as well as do some reaction videos as well.
Okay, yeah, that seems like a pretty nice, short and sweet summary of your YouTube channel. Okay, cool. Um, First question: how's your day been?
Oh, my day's been good. Like I went to work today and I just came back. So I'm kind of a little bit tired, but I
Hmm.
should be able to do this interview.
Okay, that's good to keep in mind. Are you aware with the of the personality types, the like N or the INFP kind of personality types?
I know of it. I just forgot the specific roles. Like
Okay.
I think I was supposed to do a personality test as one of my videos, but then
Mhm.
I just got too lazy to edit it, so I have to redo the test again.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Because that was gonna be one of the questions, so what it was, but that's totally fine. All right, a question you're probably expecting. What would you say your inspiration for YouTube is?
I'd say I used to watch a lot of old gamer YouTubers. Like, of course, you think of Markiplier, you think of Jacksepticeye. Um, I used to follow this old gaming YouTuber named Zach Scott, where I kind of got the whole format videos taken out of. So I see he's very much of an inspiration. I think currently the way I edit my videos now, I kind of follow this Dead by Daylight YouTuber called Demi, and I just try to make my content similar to his in a sort of way.
Okay, and so, what about their content really, like, would you say, like, drew you to it or fascinates you or something?
I think it was their personality, the way they talked to the camera, they talked to their audience, and the way they reacted in certain situations in the game really got me to watch them more. Like I can watch anyone play a game, right? Like you just watch someone play a game and it's done and over. But to
Mhm.
actually make your mark or for you to have people remember who you are, I think the personality part really does start showing a lot. And it's just the personality in themselves that drew me to them.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, I can't say I've heard of them. I'm not in the Dead by Daylight sphere too much. I've dipped my toes into it every now and then, but yeah, and so some names I haven't heard before. That's really interesting. Normally you
Mhm.
get the kind of like angry video game nerd and and like JonTron and those kind of people. I've yet to hear like the ninja uh, from anyone that I've interviewed, which is I'm thankful for, but or like alligator, but
Oh, oh
not
damn.
not that there's anything directly wrong with those people, but it would just it would really show age, you know.
Yeah.
um, okay, so kind of branching on off of that. So you talked about your inspiration for YouTube, but
hmm
what motivates you to keep doing YouTube?
I think it's just that the community I've built up, and the community I'm a part of too. Like I have some people that always comment on my videos, and always in the back of my mind, it's damn, people are actually watching my videos. Let me upload another video to see if they would watch it. I think it's also just the different types of people I'm bringing into because like I'm doing like a lot of different like gaming videos, and I do like subscribe and I do follow like other like gaming YouTubers.
Mhm.
Is it's like I'm part of so many communities, so might as well like try to like fit in each one of them. And I think that's like
Interesting.
what's motivating me to like keep going.
That's very interesting actually. Um, you I was right in my assumption that you would give very unique answers because your YouTube channel is quite unique to me. So I'm already very satisfied with this interview thus far, but we've got a lot more to go. Um, you were talking about these different communities that you're a part of and these different games that you record content for. Do you have
Mhm.
a favorite game that you would pick that you just absolutely love recording content for?
Dead by Daylight's definitely gotta be like the one. Like if I do a video, like if I have to stick to one, I think I'll stick with like Dead by Daylight. And
Hmm.
like even though like the gameplay is like always repetitive compared to like games like Fortnite where like the game is always changing,
Hmm.
I just think like I get better reactions in Dead by Daylight when I play as both killer or survivors. Like as survivor, I'll always be screaming in those videos, and as killers, you're just watching me just go brain dead, like playing the game. But yeah, I think definitely Dead by Daylight's gotta be like my favorite game to record.
Hmm. Okay, I know a lot of people that would that'd be like, oh no, I can't pick a favorite, you know. But it's I'd much rather have a someone who knows what they want, you know, someone who knows what they would prefer. So that's I'm glad to hear that. You talked about in this answer in the previous one, I think, or the one before it, in your inspiration. Um, you you really brought up like personality and how reactions really matter for YouTube content.
Hmm.
Um, which I leads me to the question of what kind of mindset do you have when you record for content? Like, what kind of a mental state are you in when you sit down and press record?
Yeah, I try to like go in with like the mindset like, oh, just like try to be as funny as possible, or like just try to like make conversations. Like sometimes in the games, like there'll be like dead air or like dead time. So
Mhm.
like during those times, instead of just like just being silent, I kind of want to like have like maybe like make a joke or like say something about my personality a little bit more to the audience.
Right.
Sometimes I do that, but other times it's just me just like going brain dead. Like I just say whatever's on my mind.
Uh,
Like I just say the first thing comes to mind, and I just like branch off of that. And like when I'm going to like my recording, I'm just like, what am I actually saying?
yeah,
Like what does this have to do with the game?
yeah.
So so yeah, I just like my mindset's not even like I have a mindset. It just stops existing the moment I press record.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, that's a good enough answer, honestly. I know. So I have, or I had. I'm taking a little. This is kind of gonna be my comeback to YouTube because I took a hiatus because college, but um I had two series going on at the same time. One I was recording for a single player role playing game, Ruined King, and I basically knew what I was saying. At all times. And like I understand that feeling of like that dead air whenever you're recording. Like whenever it's just like you just like by yourself hanging out, you don't really notice the dead air or you're just fine with it. But if you're
Hmm.
recording, it feels so like it feels like you're suffocating almost. Where it's like,
Yeah.
oh, I really need to like say something because this is like really boring content right now.
Yeah.
And then my other series is an Elden Ring seamless co-op playthrough with one of my friends, and I always have to watch through that because we just start saying a bunch of random bullshit. um, and so it's like I got to go through and make sure that we didn't say anything controversial or we didn't make a bad joke or anything. So yeah, I get both sides of that of wanting to make up for dead air and while also just totally losing yourself in the content that you are creating. Um, so there has been kind of I don't know if you've really seen. There's been kind of a conversation around React content and the meaning behind it, and whether it helps or hurts or anything. Do you have a take on React content?
I think there's like good reaction channels and bad reaction channels. I'd say like the good ones are like people that actually like have like an actual like follower base from doing React content. Like there's a few people I do watch that do reaction videos. Like there's this guy named Koimax that I do watch. I used to watch a lot of Dwayne and Jazz a lot back then. I feel like they kind of like are setting the bar of how reaction videos should be, where like you're watching the video, but you're also like making like a lot of pauses, and then you're also like adding more commentary to it.
Right.
Because I believe that a reaction, like your video, should be at least a little bit different than the original source. Because the original
Right.
source is already there. So whenever I do my reaction videos, I always tell everyone like, "Hey, this might be longer than the actual video itself. It's gonna be me talking a lot. If you don't want that, go watch the original video and go support that creator, because here it's like more of me having a discussion or more of me like giving out my thoughts about it. So I
I
think
see.
like just putting your twist or putting like your personality into that video should be like the bar you should set when you're doing reaction videos,
Right.
instead of just like just plain just reacting to it, like talking like maybe like every 2 minutes in an 8 minute video.
Mm. Okay, yeah. I know there's quite a heavy conversation around it. I am personally against React content for the most part, but I do think that there are. I'm not saying that React content can never be good. I think most of the time it's just used, especially kind of in the mainstream. It's kind of just used as lazy content, which there's a whole conversation around that, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
if your livelihood is is being a content creator, is it really a bad thing to do lazy content, right?
Yeah,
But no, there's so many conversations. This React content um, topic is so multi-layered, and I was just wondering what your take was on it, and if you had done any research into it, because I know some people take it very legal. It's like, by the legal definition, this is React content and this is illegal or something, right? And then
yeah.
there's some
Like
people
not
that
to say
are
any name, like not to say any names, but like there are like people out there that like just like do reactions. Like their whole channel is just based off the reactions, but all they're really doing is just like blaming, just sitting there watching the video and just like giving off like the most generic responses. Which I feel like that's not technically reaction. That's more like that's just like being borderline lazy and just like stealing content. Whereas like there's people that actually put effort into their reaction videos, and like they actually like do edits onto their reaction videos too. And I feel like if the effort, sorry, if the effort is there, like if you put effort into it, like it definitely can be good. Personally though, like even though I do reaction content and I do watch some reaction like videos, I don't really want to have like a channel like situated around just like purely reacting to it as like your YouTube career. I feel like it's okay to like do a reaction video once in a while, but like to have that as like your actual like career, depending how you do it, it's just like it's like a double-edged sword. Is what I'm trying to say.
right. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Yeah. So another pretty big topic around YouTube content in general is censorship and demonetization. Um, so I just wanted to ask. I was watching your. It was very strange to see your video on person that exists. I think their YouTube channel was.
Oh
Um,
yeah, yeah.
because normally, you do like Fortnite, Dead by Daylight, your Roblox together, playthrough with
Hmm.
your significant other, um, and then the person I least expected to be in drama was you. So seeing that YouTube video really surprised me. Um, and we can get into that later. But picking a little section out of that, I noticed in that YouTube video you had censored the word harass.
Hmm.
um, so you're and I think even in the video you say, I don't know if YouTube lets me say this or not, so I'm not gonna risk
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Um, so I was wondering, how do you feel about censorship via demonetization on YouTube?
So like I kind of grew up like trying to have to say like controversial stuff. So like even like saying like like words that like sound controversial but aren't actually, like I have a hard time saying that like on camera. Like of course I say swear words a lot, but that comes out naturally.
Mm,
When it comes to like actual like stuff that are crimes like harassment or like assault, it's like I have a hard time saying that whenever I'm actually like recording a video or like I'm saying something that's a little bit like serious, right?
mm,
Um, I think because YouTube is really like an open platform, and that like even kids can like just go up and like and just like watch any type of video. Like I know like there's a conversation like, oh, it's like the parents should like watch their child, the
right.
parents should be more responsible of their child so they don't see bad words, they don't see content. But at the same time, it's like it's such an open platform, it's such an open base where like anyone could just see anything. So I think there really should be like some sort of like guideline or like I like yeah, like you know like YouTube has terms and services.
Mm,
Like I think that guideline is there where like you're allowed to say certain words, but you can't say others. Like I'm not really taking offense to it like most people do. Although like demonetization is a big problem. I think the only thing they should do though, it's like they should add more ratings to their videos. Like you know how like they have like just for kids
oh
and
yeah.
then
Mm,
there's like everything else, right?
mm,
I think you should also have like age ratings to your video. Like you might like lose a little bit of like some ads, but at the same time at least you can like say more freedom without like having your video like completely demonetized. I think that would like help the situation
yeah.
out a bit more.
You think there should be more of a middle ground, is what you're saying? There should be like a. It shouldn't be all or nothing. It should be, there's kind of a line that there isn't as much of a line, a hard line that you might think there is.
Yeah, because like let's say I'm playing like Dead by Daylight, which is like rated M, right?
Mm,
So if I say a swear word, I should be allowed to say that without like getting demonetized. Whereas like I'm playing Roblox, which is like geared for kids,
mm,
like I shouldn't be allowed to swear in that because most likely kids are gonna be watching that content. So I feel like like there should be like some like middle ground where like you can like put the ratings of your video. So like you know kids that like don't have a YouTube channel can't watch like me swearing, whereas like also like it like tells like, oh, there might be swearing in this video, just be advised, like
right.
what television used to do.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. I wanted to get your opinion on it because I know, before I really thought, um, I was really on the side of content creators, who were upset that demonetization, uh, was basically or censorship via demonetization, where it's like, we don't want bad words on our channel, so or our on our website, on our
Mhm.
platform. So if you say a bad word, we're going to demonetize you, thus incentivizing you to not swear or talk about controversial things.
Mhm.
Um, and so people would be upset, like, oh, we have to censor ourselves so I can make a living, right?
Yeah.
On YouTube. But very recently, not very recently, but recently, I've heard a very interesting, that's where the very supposed to go in that sentence, uh, a very interesting kind of counterpoint to that of, whenever you're talking about very serious things, cases of SA, and, like crimes for like news or something, um, by saying a censored version of it, or by like, this isn't a shot at you but just an example, like whenever you were saying harass and you'd put the asterisk over the a's and everything,
Yeah.
it really takes out the meaning behind it, like it kind of like, it's putting it softly, whenever it's such like a
Mhm.
heinous thing that it shouldn't be put softly. Um,
Mhm.
so I was just wondering if you had, um, gone into that and really thought about it, because I saw you censor that word specifically. So, um, yeah. Any thoughts before moving on to the next question?
I can kind of see what you're getting at it too. It's like I'm bleeping out like not even me, like other creators. Like I remember like back when, um, like when I talk about it, the first thing that came to mind was like the EDP situation a couple years ago,
Mm-hmm.
or like a channel called EDP, and they tried to say like pedophile, right? Like they tried
Mm-hmm.
to say it. Like I know I can't even say the word pedophile on YouTube because that's like instant demonetization,
Yeah.
but like they were like trying to say words that like sounded like it, but like weren't actually it, and even like on the sides of their videos, they would actually like what's it called, like spell it out like so improperly. Like I can kind of get it, like when a video is like serious and like there's something serious about it, and when you just change up the words a bit, it does kind of like take out like the seriousness of it,
Right.
which I do agree with. It's just like YouTube is also like such a big platform where everyone can access it. It's just like you don't want to see like kids like reading that stuff. Like they'll
Yeah.
eventually learn about it, but like it's really controversial for like maybe like let's say like even like a 12-year-old to see that online.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a legitimate concern, and then there's maybe a little bit of a flagrant concern. But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Um. So, just kind of a question that I have. This one's a personal question from me. So I am in a relationship, and obviously, when you're in a relationship, you like to spend as much time as possible you can with your significant other. Um, and my partner is very nervous, very socially anxious. So she doesn't really want to, get on the camera with me or anything. And it's totally fine. It's nothing against
Hmm.
her. But
Hmm.
more to kind of put to a point that you record with your partner. So I was just wondering, what's that like?
I think it's like it just gives off like a new feeling inside me, which I've never felt before. It's like, wow, you really want to be in like one of my videos? You really want to like play with me like on Roblox or like any of my games? Or like do you just want to be on call with me while I'm like playing games? So like like it's like you're there. I think like you have like two different types of relationships. Like with yours, it's like you prefer to keep it more private, which is also understandable.
Mhm.
I guess with mine, it's like it just feels nice that like I can be a little bit more open about my relationship online. Like I don't have to conceal it at
Right.
all. And as long as like my partner and me are like both consenting into it, I feel like it just gives off like a really good vibe, and it makes for like more like interesting content and like dynamics to like my
Right.
videos.
Hmm. Okay. So now we're gonna go into, although you did provide very good answers for the ones before. We're gonna get into some more maybe potentially complex answers for some more potentially complex questions. So, um, the first question is, what happened to the G10 podcast?
Oh, that. So it was like a phase a few like 2 years ago, I think. That me and my friends like, oh, let's like start like a series called G10, or like we'll like make a podcast episode like every month, and then like we'll like get into a group together and like do games with each other, and like it was just like an ambition. Like I think it was a little bit more ambitious for us. It was
Mm-hmm.
around the time where like everyone was starting a podcast. Like you heard your favorite YouTuber be on a podcast.
Yeah.
Everyone's like on a podcast. So I was like, yo, let me capitalize on this and let me start my own podcast. I guess like the only problem that happened is that like it's just like time management. Like
Mm-hmm.
all of us were still in college. Like all of us are still in college to this day. So that was like our second. Like we're entering our second year of college. So like us with school, and then we have lives outside of school. like it kind of like made it harder to like set up times to like record like each session. So it just ultimately just never happened, like never continued. I want to continue it again. Maybe like this summer I might get like new people or like some of the old people to like help me out with it. But like at the end of the day, like it just like time management really like affected it a
Right.
lot.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. Another another project. What happened to Deception?
Um okay, so I it was like I had that in mind before Analog Horror was captivating on it. Like not gonna like not gonna lie, I was in my feelings like at that time,
Mm,
and like I want like my creativity to like be out to the world. So
right.
Deception was supposed to be like a really dark like story where like you know how like analog horrors like nowadays like each video is like short but like it leads up to like a bigger story.
Right. Yeah.
That's what it was supposed to be, where like each video was like short, and then like if you watch all the videos in a row, you can kind of see the story like unfolding each time. Um, I guess like the only thing that happened to it is that like I just lost motivation to like continue it. Like I had like the first three like videos like written down, like I had the script ready.
Hmm.
Only two of them got recorded, but I don't have the file to the second video. I lost the
Oh.
file to the second one.
Mm,
But like, yeah, I guess it was just like unmotivated, and like I kind of got out of like my dark side phase, and
you kind of
yeah,
want to
it
just
just
yeah put that behind
like
you.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like that's why like it never got like any more videos off of it.
Okay. Yeah. That yeah, that makes sense. Um, I just brought it up because I was going through. You're actually pretty relatively consistent on most series that you do. The only one
Hmm.
that I can think that you haven't really continued was Zenless Zone Zero, but I mean that game's not going to be finished for ages, so that one made a lot more sense to me. Why that one might have kind of fallen off. So yeah, and I watched that, and you said you were really passionate about it. So I was wondering what happened. That makes a lot of sense.
So
um,
like
mm,
I guess that like because like all the videos I have like for Zen Zero, they're all like from one live stream that I did. I think it was a 3 hour. It's 3 hours or 5 hours. I did a live stream on it, where
oh,
like I was just going through like the first part, like the first chapter in the story mode. Um, I guess what happened is that like I just didn't like when I want to like record like edit videos, even though I like they're already like pre-recorded, right?
mm,
I think editing also like takes an effect in it as well. Like how
mm,
passionate am I with this video? How like how much more do I want to do with this?
yeah,
And I guess like because like at that time I had like multiple games going on at once. Like I had like a Overwatch video coming out like once a week. I had a Dead by Daylight coming out at least once a month. I
mm,
guess like it just didn't. I just did not have like motivation or time to do like edit more Zenless Zero videos,
right,
and like I have not touched that game since like my last video got uploaded.
right,
So like it's literally just like in my Epic Games library, just sitting there at this point. Like I have not
mm,
touched that game in such a long time.
yeah. Okay. Do you plan on returning to making music at any point?
Um, that was like high school me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm definitely open to like go back and like making like songs on for YouTube or making like my own songs on YouTube. But like as the time being, like right now, it's not coming time like anytime soon. Probably
Okay.
not anytime this year.
Uh-huh. Um, so do you have any thoughts on the music you've made in the past? Because usually whenever people have content that they feel doesn't really reflect them, they remove it.
Hmm.
But and it's obviously still on your channel, so I was wondering. I don't think it's more of a case that uh, that is a reflection of who you are. I think you have grown past that. But maybe it's more so you don't want to feel like you're hiding something, you know? But that was just my speculation. So that was just a question that I wanted to ask you. What are your thoughts on, uh, or do you have any thoughts on the music you've released in the past?
I mean, like back then, I thought it was like good. Like I thought like it was actually like the lyrics were good, the beat was like good. I thought like everything was good with it.
Mhm.
And then like just like rewatching it now, like growing up, it's like damn, this shit is actually cringy. Like what was I thinking?
Uh-huh.
To answer your question, like why do I still keep it up even though I don't feel like it kind of like resembles me?
Uh-huh.
I guess it's more like nostalgia as well. Like
Right. Mm.
it like whenever like most people like back then whenever someone thinks about my channel, like before they think of even like the games I do, it's more of what's it called, the music, like the 4 songs I've like uploaded to YouTube.
Uh,
And I think just because like most of my fan base was from the same high school as me,
uh,
so like once in a while like we'll joke around about it being like, hey Gumwings, do you remember like that song you made? And we'll just be blasting it in the car.
uh,
And like Loki, I would be embarrassed about it,
yeah.
but like
Mm,
I wouldn't crash out. I'm like, yeah, I kind of uploaded this,
yeah.
so it's kind of my fault. But at the same time, like I'm glad like people are like still like enjoying it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why I just keep it up there.
I know I was shown it ages ago. And I listened to it, and I was like ironically listening to it, you know. But it's actually grown on me quite a lot. Not gonna lie, I am in the shower actively singing Valentine. I'm not gonna lie. It's just, I don't know, something about it is like actually really catchy, and I actually felt like the emotions were like weirdly like very like prevalent in the song. I just resonate with it, you know. I can't say it's no Mozart. Is Mozart even the musician? I don't but you know, it is no Beethoven, but I think there is still a very unique charm in the old music. So yeah, just want to get your thoughts. Um so with music and G10 and Deception, kind of all on the same uh, theme of, do you have any plans for any big projects for the channel?
um, like I'm trying to think of like if I actually have like any like anything in plan. Like right now, I'm kind of keeping to like the same videos I've been uploading so far, like Fortnite and Dead by Daylight. I guess the only thing is like I'm kind of slowing down with Overwatch videos, and I'm doing like more Marvel Rivals like videos for that game,
Mhm.
I guess. And like I guess like the only thing too is like I do have like a lot of like like files from my live streams that I could like edit and like re-upload them to YouTube. Like I saw like a lot of footage from Zenless Zero that I could always upload.
Uh-huh.
Um, I do have like a stream from Alien when I played that game.
Mm.
Like it was a 4 hour stream, and I saw like so much content from that I could always like touch upon and
Mhm.
upload that to continue that series. Um, but as of so far, like there's really nothing big planned for the channel, like a continuous series, at
I
least.
see. Okay. Um, Penultimate question before we get to fan questions. Um, Going back all the way, not all the way, it's not that long ago, to the goofiest expose channel video that you did to personally exist. I agreed with your assessment that this is very obviously someone who is young, maybe following in the footsteps of someone they know or someone they saw on YouTube or something. And I think most of the time this would kind of just be someone that you would ignore, because I don't think anyone in the world would ever fall for any fake expose stuff that they did. So legitimate threat kind of out of the window, right?
Yeah.
Um, it is very goofy though. It is actually hilarious with how bad their edits are and how obviously fake everything is. Um, so I think there's a certain point that you can laugh at it, right?
Yeah.
Um, and but then the issue is you get back to the part that this is very obviously a child, right?
Hmm.
Um, and even though they're like threats and they're fake expose and everything, exposés are, well, like obviously fake. The intent behind it is concerning, right? A kid is trying to ruin the reputation of these people for some reason, right? So
Yeah.
this whole situation is very weird. Is on a very weird line of like, this is just a kid and it shouldn't be taken seriously and we can laugh at it, but also like this is a kid that's doing this. Like there's some very concerning behavior happening.
Hmm.
So I was just wondering. I know you kind of said in the video that the reason you made it is because other people kind of reach out to you or talk to you about Person That Exists, um,
Hmm.
kind of asking for help and bringing some attention to the situation. But you know, like once again, it's as a kid obviously doing fake videos. It's a very weird situation. I was just wondering, um, and you said you didn't want to start drama, and like I believe that, right? Like this is hardly
Yeah.
drama. Like anyone can look at this with like they could be near passing out and drunk out of their mind and probably see that this is fake, right?
Yeah.
Um, but uh, what really crossed the line for you that made you make the video, or like what was the thought process making this video? I guess like um for the Person That Exists.
Loki, like, I guess I just saw opportunity to just like make, like, it was supposed to be like a short video. I didn't expect it to be like 30 minutes long,
Mm-hmm.
but like, I guess because like a lot of information was coming out, and I did a little bit more research on this channel. I was like, okay, maybe I can like make something about this. Like, I'm not gonna like call it like like get mad at this guy, but like I'm just gonna make fun of his content because like it's low key kind of funny when like you just look at it and
Yeah.
like, damn,
Uh-huh.
this guy's actually like doing this. Like, no way this guy has like doing this on his free time. Like, that's commitment. But I guess because like, and like I said in the video, like Ender Kirby asked me asked me to like do a video on it or like spread like awareness about him. I guess I didn't just want to be like, no, go deal with yourself. I'm not dealing with your drama. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna look into this guy. I'm gonna see what I can gather from his channel, and let me just make like a short video on it. And that's what I did. Um, as for like the thought process, like going into it, looking like halfway through the video, I was like, maybe I should stop. Cause like, what if this kid like, see, like, just so happens to like get informed that I made a video on him? He comes to my channel, and then he starts making like fake exposed videos on me.
Right.
I'm like, damn, no way I'm getting roped into this. But then I was like, fuck it, I'll just like make the video. If he makes a video on me, it's not like I'm gonna respond to it or anything.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not like, if he does ever like see like my channel and then decides to like make an exposed video on me, it's more like, yeah, that's cool. Moving on with my day. Like, I ain't losing sleep over it. So
Yeah.
it's still out there. It's still up. I'm surprised he hasn't like seen my video yet or made like a video about me yet. But like, only time will tell if he actually like ever sees that video or not.
Yeah, yeah. I've been half expecting the person behind that channel to do something on on you yet. But yeah, very very interesting situation. And honestly, if I don't know if it really matters to you or not, but I think doing the video was a good idea. Mainly because like this is it's a very good think piece. You know, it's really good to just kind of like take a step back and really think about the situation and like this like it's a kid doing fake like bad expose videos, but it's also like there's you can really get a lot out of it just thinking about it, I think. So
Yeah.
I think the video was fine, and you weren't, obviously you weren't harassing them. You weren't trying to send hate or anything.
Yeah,
It was just
totally.
kind
I was
of
just like making fun of it and be like, yeah, guys, don't like go after him.
yeah,
Let's just like take a step back and just laugh how like bad this is and
yeah,
like move on with their day.
yeah. This is weird. This is silly, but obviously no criminal offense has been made here. It's just
Yeah.
it's just bad content. Um,
Yeah.
um, okay. The last question before the fan questions. Um, kind of nice and tidy question to answer or to wrap up all these normal questions. What advice do you have for someone just starting out on YouTube?
I was kind of like low-key like waiting for this question because like this is normally a question that every YouTuber gets asked.
Uh huh.
Um, like I'm gonna pretend like someone's just like me, like someone starting off YouTube small, and their dream is like at least like build up a big community. Like my dream was to make collabs with like a bunch of different people. Um, but right now I'm just hanging solo. I guess like the only thing like I would say to like other like people that I want to do gaming and stuff. I think the best way to start off, especially as a small channel, is to like just stick to one game, like prioritize one game. Like you always have side games on the side. Like, oh, I'll upload like this like once a month, but like I'll just focus on this game. Like with me, like if I feel like if I just focused on Fortnite, like growing up, and like all I just like I mainly just did Fortnite content and I remained consistent, I think I would have had like a better result on my channel than it is now. So for like anyone that's like gonna start their channel up soon, I guess the only thing I can suggest is just stick to one genre or like one game, and then like when you get bigger, you can start to branch off to like other like sub genres or like other games to build up your community a little
Mm-hmm.
bit more. But like have that main content so you have like a main foundation of that community.
Okay. Yeah. 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 Very very basic question that all YouTubers get asked, but there's a reason people ask it. It's a good
Yeah.
little. It's a good little. It's almost like a double question. Like what advice would you have for someone starting out, and what would you have done differently? So
Totally.
yeah, just good question. On to the fan questions. Uh, First one, I will leave names anonymous. um,
All right.
but first question, why is your name Gumwings?
It's like the next like question I always get like asked too.
Uh,
Like whenever like I'm playing with like other like new people or like I'm just like hanging out with friends, they always be like, "Why did you name your channel Gumwings?" And like the story I always say, it's always the same.
uh,
But now like thinking about it, it's actually so dumb because it literally came out of nowhere. So there used to be this MMO on the Disney the Disney website for cars and
okay.
like a little yeah there was like an MMO for like car for cars on the Disney like website.
Uh-huh.
And like a fun fact about me, it's like the first movie I ever watched was Cars,
Oh,
so I
okay.
kind of have like some sort of like connection to it. Like I've seen all three movies. I have like a little collection of some of the figures from the movies, so I do have like some connection, like some sort of like I wouldn't say relationship, but like some sort of like connection to it. I
Yeah.
think connection is like a good word to say. Um, so when I was creating my account for it, I was like around 8 at the time, and like because like the old 8-year-old me, I was asking my dad to make the account for me,
Mm,
and like we were thinking about different names for our for the account,
mm.
and it was so close for me like because like my dad was into Pokemon at the time, like
Oh.
not like into it, but like he knew like the basic Pokemon names.
Mm.
So he's like, "Oh, why don't you name yourself Charizard?" And like it was so close to be like
Oh
that would like
wow.
stick my name forever.
Uh-huh.
But then I was like, I don't like that name, and he's like, "What about Gumwings?" Like I don't even know how
Wow,
we got
really?
Gumwings. He just randomly said it. I was like, "Okay, sure." And then from that day forward, like after like the cars like um multiplayer game like shut down, like there was like other accounts that there was other websites I could use. Like Roblox was also like something I started off small with. I think my old Roblox account is still you can still search it up on Roblox. You can still see it. Unfortunately, I lost the password to that, so
Oh.
like I can never access that account again.
Mm.
But like Roblox, I named myself Gumwings. Back then, like I'm just remember this now. Like I used to play on Animal Jam too, and I named myself Gumwings as well.
Oh,
And
huh.
like it's just been like a
Yeah, yeah.
staple on me. And then like seeing other like YouTubers coming up, I'm like, what if I start a channel and I name a channel
And just
Gumwings?
mhm. Mhm.
And then when I turned 12, I made my own YouTube channel and my dream came true. Now
Wow.
I just stuck with the name. Like I just stick with
Yeah.
Gumwings.
Yeah, just a very I guess really that's a question for your dad is where did Gumwings come from? Because
True, true.
where did the answer that I guess the mystery still continues. We know the origin, but still don't know the exact reason. Okay, staying on your channel identity, where what's the inspiration or where does the profile picture come from?
So, I don't know if like my original like profile picture is on this like laptop or not. It probably is on my old laptop or my old PC. But like there used to be this old like drawing of Gumwings that I did, like a handmade drawing about it,
Hmm.
and um that used to be my profile picture for like the longest time. But then like during COVID, I did like a lot of like Fortnite like live streams and stuff,
Hmm.
and I met this kid that was like also like he joined like our Fortnite group. Um, so we used to play Fortnite a lot with in our group,
Hmm.
and what's it called? One day he reached out for me and he's like, "Hey, can you give me like a Fortnite?" I think it was like, "Can you give me a Fortnite skin if I do your profile picture?" And I
Huh.
told him like, "Yeah, sure." And then like what's it called? He just asked me what he wanted me to be in it. I'm like, "You can just keep it pink, but like the character that like was supposed to be like the main Gumwings icon was supposed to be the epic I think it's called like epic smile
Yeah,
face."
yeah, I know
Yeah.
what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, "Oh, can you just make him the epic like can you just make my character the epic smile face, but just make him pink with wings?" Because that's what, like I always imagined my Gumwings character to like look like.
Uh-huh.
And then he made it for me,
Wow.
and yeah, and then like of course I paid him back by gifting him a skin. So
Yeah. Wow.
so yeah.
That could have been a story of like I really thought you were about to say like yeah there's like a cancer patient kid who like didn't have long to live and his last wish was to make my YouTube channel profile. I was like, oh, that was so heart-wrenching, but then the pivot, it's still kind
Only
of
fairy
cute,
tales.
it's still kind of sweet, but okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, okay. um let's see. What is your zodiac sign?
I always get like confused with this because like I always forget to check. But then I remember like it's on Snap, and like my girlfriend will never forgive me if I forgot.
Uh-huh.
So like she always makes me remember it. So I'm an Aries.
An Aries, okay. Um, next, what is your favorite food?
Okay, see that like I like how I got stuck with this question, but I didn't get stuck with like my favorite game to like record or play. Like honestly, like I like a bunch of food. Like I can eat a lot. I can like enjoy like different types of food. Um, I'd say like right now though, like the one thing I could eat, like even if I'm feeling sick or like I'm not feeling hungry, the one thing I would eat is like chicken tenders or like chicken nuggets, like like
Mm.
deep fried chicken, but
Ooh.
like in the small size, like bite size.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Because like I can easily snack on that and I'll feel full. Like I'll say like I'll definitely take chicken tenders over chicken nuggets like any day.
Solid choice, solid. Um, all right, what do you do outside of YouTube?
Oh, okay. So, outside of YouTube, like, I do I'm still in college, so like, I still gotta like do my studies, I have a part-time job, so I gotta make money to like help fund the channel or
Oh.
help fund the games or like the DLCs I'm buying. So I do have like a part-time job to help support that. Um, Me and my girlfriend go on dates like every at least twice a month, so it's like every week or every 2 weeks we'll go out on a date together.
Mhm.
Um, and I guess like for me personally, what I do on my free time when I'm but like literally nothing else is happening, I'll just scroll to YouTube and see like what other people are uploading today, and just like either have that in the background while I'm gaming, or like actually watch it. I am like kind of like getting into movies again, so
Oh.
every once in a while I'll open up my Netflix or my Disney Plus and just watch like the most random movie, and then like go on this website called Letterbox and do a review on it.
Oh, interesting.
Um, I go to the gym with my friends once a week, so I'm still getting my workouts in, and I guess I play basketball.
Okay, wow. That's a lot more than I expected, honestly. That's really you've got it seems like you are making ventures in your life and basically every way. And school
Yeah,
and health and hobbies and relationships. Very, very nice to hear. Um all right. Let's see. And let's pick what was your school life like?
like are we talking about like high school?
Um maybe just like a summary of each stage, I guess.
I guess like high school, and elementary kind of stick the same, whereas like everyone knew me as like even though my channel was never really big, somehow everyone knew me as Gumwings. They knew me as like the YouTuber of the school,
Hmm.
even though I wasn't like that popular on YouTube to begin with. I guess because like everyone just like my friend group kept calling me Gumwings, so that's how it just spread. Like everyone just kept calling me Gumwings. So like my whole life, I've never really been called my real name.
Oh,
Like
wow.
everyone's literally just been calling me Gumwings, and
Uh-huh.
I kind of just grown used to it. Like if someone yells Gumwings, of course I'm gonna answer to it. So yeah, and I guess like although like I wanted to make like lots of friends in high school, I just really kept to like close friends that I still talk to this day. I'm
Hmm.
like, yeah, you guys are like my ride or dies. Like I still talk to like other people outside my friend group, like here and there, but like I prioritize my friend group more. Besides that, like high school life was just pretty normal. Honestly, like I did my grades, I did my schoolwork, I got good grades, and if I had free time, I would like take the time to like record and edit a video.
Okay. Wow. Let's see. Some of these were kind of answered before, so I'm thinking of whether to ask them. Um, sure. I'll ask this one. Um, what is your understanding of the YouTube algorithm?
Like even though I'm a YouTuber, I kind of like I'm still like confused with it. Like it's still like kind of like a little bit confusing for me. What I just get from it though, it's just like what like most people are researching at that time, or what most people are watching at that time.
Mm,
Like you have trends, and that's just like if you get lucky enough, like you might blow up or not. It's still like kind of confusing to me though. So like yeah, I saw like some gaps of understanding it.
I see. Yeah. Okay. I don't really know what answer they expected from this question, but I'll ask it, and whatever answer you give, I suppose will be good enough. Uh, how did Gumwings become Gumwings?
Like how did I become like like how did I guess like to kind of ask like how I got the channel name, and like how I like how it's like still continues to this day. Like I
Yeah.
said earlier, I just got it because like I was on like trying to make a like an account for cars. Um, I guess like how Gumwings became Gumwings. It's just like one day, um, I just felt like making YouTube videos, and my first video I ever actually recorded, I'm not sure if it's like still on the YouTube like archives or not. I know it's for sure not on my not on my current channel, but it was like a review on Batman versus Superman when it first came out,
Oh wow.
and I was like around 12 at that time.
Oh.
It exists on another channel, but
Mm.
like I'm not sure like if I can still find it or not. After that video, I guess I just started watching like other YouTubers, and like I said, like I watched like Zach Scott, I watched Jacksepticeye, I watched Markiplier like growing up, so I kind of wanted to be like them and record
Mm-hmm.
gaming videos. So for a while, it was mainly just like Roblox and Minecraft videos,
Mm-hmm.
and then when I finally understood how my PS4 recorded, I started investing time in recording PS4 content.
Mm-hmm.
Not PS4 content, Fortnite content.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because like that was the only game I had at the time because it was free.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, and I guess like throughout the years, I kind of branched off on different like genres of videos. Like for a time, I only wanted to do reaction videos because like I I can't remember why I did it. I think I was really just lazy when I was like I don't know, like 14. I was just lazy making videos.
Mm-hmm.
So I just decided, like, you know what? Ah, fuck it. I'll just make reaction content for a while.
Okay. Yeah.
So, yeah. But, like, I think the only thing that stuck out is, like, really my Fortnite content. And, like, I still do Fortnite content to this day.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you know, I guess Fortnite really made Gumwings Gumwings.
Wow. That was a that was a very intricate answer. That okay. I'd say that's a you handled that well. Especially as I didn't even know what I was expecting. Um, okay. Are you aware of the audio that says either Yanny or Laurel?
That trend.
Yeah. What do you hear? Do you hear Yanny or do you hear Laurel?
I always hear, because I read Yanny first. So I always hear Yanny. And like it's always like a mind game, so I try to like make myself hear Laurel. And once I
Mhm.
hear Laurel, I can never hear Yanny again.
Huh. Yeah.
But like I always hear Yanny first.
Yeah.
But I think I watched a video on it, and like I think Laurel's actually the right answer.
Hmm.
I can't remember. I just remember like I was just like scrolling through YouTube. No, I don't think it was YouTube. I think it was like Instagram Reels. And then like what's it called? They found the answer to that. And like it might have been I think the actual answer was Laurel.
Yeah. I think what it is that it was a test to see that hearing people whenever people just like hear things, there's like an
Mhm.
inherent biological hearing bias that some people have, and
Yeah.
so some people will apparently that is the way to do it is Yanny and Laurel. It's like pitch or something. I personally
Yeah.
hear Yanny, and I can only hear Yanny. My childhood friend that I've known since I was like 2, hears Laurel. So uh, yeah, um, kind of on the same thing. I'm sure you're aware of the black and blue dress or the gold and white dress.
I see gold. I'm not how
Okay,
it's black
yeah.
and blue.
Uh,
I see gold.
I
I
think
always look it up. It's always gold.
yeah. I think it was revealed that it was actually 2 different dresses and they were just messing with us. But yeah,
Yeah.
I only see gold and white as well. And one last fan question. Is there anyone in particular that you would like to collab with?
Collab with like does that have to be like someone that's around like the same channel size as me
Oh
or
no,
like could it
just
be like
anyone. It could be a
one in
dream.
general?
It could be realistic, unrealistic. They could be dead, and you wish you could have, collab with them. Just whatever, wherever your heart takes you for this question.
I'm thinking like a lot of YouTubers I've watched. Of course, like I would love to like collab with Demi in like a Dead by Daylight game. Like his like commentary is what like I'm trying to make my commentary to be like, but like his commentary is like legit funny. So it'd just be funny like listening to him while we play. Um, there's also like people I like to hear like they just rage at games because like making like when I hear someone raging, I just like trolling them with, like a little bit more. Um, definitely not like one of the old ones like Markiplier or Jacksepticeye.
Mm.
Like I like them, but like I could never see myself like actually collabing with them.
Oh, why not?
I'd say okay, this actually gets hard because like I'm trying to think of, like everyone else I would try to record. I would want to like collab with.
Mhm.
Um, I guess Queso would not be too bad to like actually collab with. Like Queso talking, Queso getting mad. Like Loki, I would definitely want to collab with him and just like make fun of like I wouldn't make fun of him necessarily, but like I would troll him in the game. So definitely
Mm.
I would definitely want to like collab with Queso.
All right. That's all the questions I have. Just gonna go through one more time and make sure I didn't forget anything. Um, yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Gumwings. Is there anything you want to say as we close the interview out?
I just want to say like thank you for the interview. Like all the questions were definitely like really good to touch upon. And like if this video like ever blows up or like anyone watches it in the future, it's like I always like connecting with my fans and I always like hearing what they want to say to me. So like you know, just like thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate you guys listening to me talk about myself.
All right. Well, you heard it. I will make sure to put all your information in the description of my video. And yeah, thank you for your time.
No problem. Thank you too.